take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw now. Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Run for Green Bay.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third down.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
For it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Jace Sternberger, 65 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Packers.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Following the interception, Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Mostert. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, 49ers nothing.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. This is Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Mostert, and across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The shotgun to give to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
George Kittle.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. and all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Completes it to Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good job. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today. Plus, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On first down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And Adams has it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Packer first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going back to Love. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. And open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
49-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, 91.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Easy.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
A handoff running left is Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming back. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Rodgers.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, it's Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Green Bay.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Preston Smith.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I
I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time through the air. 55 yards.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Niners 21, Packers 14.
Rodgers on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers again now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Green Bay.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Goal, Green Bay.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 89.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. Fights through, and now a crease. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss to Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. To throw is Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Kaepernick to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
And finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
The score, Niners 28, Packers 21. Off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around.
Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Niners, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Green Bay,